Hey everyone, my name is Pritam and you're watching Tech with Pri. Welcome to my channel and I'm back with another exciting technical video. And this is the 21st video of our newly created series, which is the ServiceNow and JavaScript, where we are clearing the fundamental concept of JavaScript. We are learning all the important concept of JavaScript starting from different data types, operators, if-else statement, switch statement, also like function, calling function from a function, and also data structure. We have learned array and also different kind of loops. And today we are going to learn one of the most important topic in JavaScript. And this is not only for JavaScript, because this series I'm specially doing for the ServiceNow development, which would be my upcoming series. So I want all of you clear your understanding on JavaScript so that we can learn development together. Also, if you want to do complex programming in JavaScript in future, you want to learn different framework of JavaScript, then also these concepts, whatever we are discussing, the fundamental concepts gonna be very, very important. So after understanding today's concept, I will also tell you how it is connected to ServiceNow. So how JavaScript is connected to ServiceNow, I will show you. It is based on today's topic. So make sure you watch the full video, guys. This is gonna help you a lot to start this ServiceNow development. All right. So let's start the class. All right. So in my left, I have the Visual Studio Code, and in the right hand side is the Chrome console where we see the output, right? So in the last class, we have understood a very, very important concept, not a single concept, but we understood three different concepts with example, and I've shown you how powerful those things are. So it was like the while loop, for in loop, and for off loop. And I told you how important it is, right? So if you missed that video, don't worry. I'm going to put the link in the description, and also you can find the link here on your screen, right? So what we are going to learn in today's video. Now, before the start, let me do the same thing. I'm gonna make this thing as a comment, and I will start the class. What would be the class number? It would be class 16. And in class 16, we are gonna learn very important concept. Again, I'm saying it's this JavaScript class, objects, class, objects, and also constructor. Okay, and this will be very, very important. All these terms you are gonna need a lot in development, any kind of development, not only ServiceNow development, but any kind of development. Okay, so let's understand each and every topics with example. So again, make sure you watch the full video to clear your whole concept. Okay, so you know that we have started data structure, right, in JavaScript. We understood the concept of array, where we have learned how we can store different values, like it can be different data type, like string, integer string, numbers, boolean, each and everything we can store in an array. And we have seen that how using a loop we can iterate the elements of array, how we can print the elements of array, and especially we have learned about for in and for off loop, especially to use in array, right? Now today we are going to learn another data structure, and that is the class, right? Now you understand the meaning of data structure. I told you, right, that in data structure we are structurizing the data. See, all we are dealing is with data only, right? So all the thing, the numbers, the strings, the boolean, everything is a piece of everything is piece of data, right? And we are dealing with that. We are structurizing it so that we can use to solve complex programming. So let's start with the class, the data structure, and then we will discuss about all those things. All right. So now let's understand that in previously we have declared array, and we have stored different type of values inside of array. And also we have seen different methods of array which are available. So now we are going to organize data in more better way. So suppose let's start with a new example this time. So how you declare a class? Simply you need to write class. That's it. Class. And let's see, we are going to do class house. So what we are going to do is that now class is something like all you could say it's like a blueprint. Okay, it's a template that you can use many times. So for an example, if I give you an example, like before building a house or flat, you need a blueprint of it, right? Like how the design would be, what are the what are the materials that's gonna be that's gonna use, and also like different things like what would be the color, what would be the area, and there are so many things that has to be considered before creating a house, right? So all I'm trying to say is that you need a template before use that thing. So if I talk about a simple form fill up, if you go to online and trying to fill up any examination form or anything like that, you first get a form, right? That's a template where you need to fill up all the important information and then you submit the form. Same case, building a house, I just explained you. You need a template where you can put the right information and then only you can create or build a house, right? So that's the whole concept that we are going to develop inside of JavaScript programming with the help of class. Okay, so this class is nothing but a template. So let's first build our template or build the planning of our house. So first, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to write some methods. So methods, I told you in the video of function that function and methods are almost similar, but in function you declare the function, but methods is generally inside of an object or class, right? So we are going to declare a method here. So just to declare a method, you need to write the name of the method. So here we are going to write house color, okay, and that's our method. That's it. And here I'm gonna print console.log. Let's start with very basic. And I'm gonna say like the color of the house is red. Okay. First, I want to show you how you create objects and stuff like that. So this is a class house, and as of now we have one single method inside of it, that is the house color. Okay. All right. So maybe let's add some other property of the house because it's simply like only the house color. Based on the color, we cannot create a house or build a house. So okay. So let's add something. Let's add an address of the house. So maybe house address. So again, I'm declaring another method of this class house. So that's simple, and I'm putting it as simple because we are not going to do any complex thing as of now. But stay with the video. We are going to learn a lot more things. So maybe the address or the house is located at Kolkata, maybe. So Kolkata is a place in India. Okay, now we are going to build the house. How we are going to build the house? All we need to do, we declare let. We need to declare a variable here. So maybe this is the house one, the first house, equal to, I'm going to build a new house. So I'm going to use the new keyword and I'm going to put the name of the class. By writing this line, what you are saying to JavaScript that this house one is the object that you have created on this class. So this is the instance of this class house. So this is a template, and based on that template, you create the house one. This is the first house you have created based on this template, based on the color and based on the address. This is how you declare an object. Now, what is the benefit of it? Now you created house one, that's a variable based on the house class template, right? That's a template that use. Now you would be able to use all the methods and all the properties of the class house. So because I've created this house one based on the template house, whatever information we have as of now, address and color, that means we can access the home address and house color with the help of this house one building that we have created. So in programming words, this is the object that you have created, and once you create an object, you get the power of accessing all the methods which is inside of a class. Now let me show you that. So house one, now if I type house one dot, and you see that I'm getting the house color and also house address. These two method I can access. Okay, so first let's use the color. So this is the method, and method calling is simply like the parenthesis open and closing, like declaring function. That's it. And I'm going to refresh it, and you see the color of the house is red, that is mentioned. So what we did is, again, what we did, we have created a class house and we have declared two methods, right? Then we create house one, that's the object. Based on this class we have created, that's why we have said new house. Okay. And the importance of this new keyword I'm going to discuss in a moment. So again, stay with me. And then we call one of the method, right? And also let's print the home address. Just copy it and home address. So house address, that's the thing. I'm gonna call the method and you see I'm getting the house is located at Kolkata, right? Now, what is the benefit of using this? So based on this template, based on this house color and house address, suppose I want to create another house. So I can do that. So simply I'm gonna type house 2 this time and equal to new house because the same template I'm using. So this is not gonna be changed, but the name of the house would be changed because it's a separate house that I'm creating right now. Now, if I refresh, nothing would get changed because we didn't call it, right? So house 2 is also able to access house color and a home address, house address. So I'm gonna copy it and maybe I'm gonna paste it. So like house 2 and here also I'm gonna write house 2. Okay, house 2 and then here is also get T would be in capital. So that's it. And if I refresh it, you see the same result is coming. Okay, so maybe I'll just put to make a separation so that you understand. So I'm gonna write this is from house 2. Okay, and maybe I'll write like this. This is from house 1. Okay, now if I refresh, you see the clear result. This is from house 1 and this is from house 2. Now you see the power of class. So it's a template which is very, very important, and based on that you create as many as object as you want. Before going further, I don't think this is something that we are familiar with, right? I mean, you'd say, Pritam, okay, fine, we understood, but we're just printing things like that. But how about like if we want to provide the value, okay, not directly just mention like that. Yes, you can do that. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create another function. You see how important the function is. And here I'm going to store the color and address. So maybe I'm going to write the property. So house property, I can write like this. This is the name of the function, and which is gonna take the color and the address. Okay, so these are two parameters. You know that parameters and arguments I've already discussed. So now what it's gonna happen, now this value has to store somewhere, right? Now you would see another very important and powerful feature of class, which is the property. So now I'm gonna write something like this, which may be confusing for you. So this dot color equal to color and this dot address equal to address. Now what is this? So this is nothing but the property of the object. So the object is house 1 that we have created here and the house 2 also. We have created two objects. So both of these objects can access this property. Now both of the objects previously have the two methods and also now they have two properties. This keyword THIS, this is very, very important. So many times I'm saying this. So sorry for that. So this keyword is highlighting or it's pointing to the same object that we are declaring. So this is a property. This color property is a property of house 1 object. Same goes for the address, right? Now first, let me call it. So I'm gonna call like house 1 dot now house property. So I want to see the property of house 1. So I need to pass two value here. One is the color, one is the address. So same like how we pass the arguments. So the color would be red, okay, and the address would be Kolkata. Let's make it same. All right. Now what would happen when this function will call house1 dot house property? Then what would happen? It would pass the red and Kolkata. So the color would become red and the address would become Kolkata. So now the red would become the value of this dot color would become red and the value of this dot address would become Kolkata. So I can change the name of address here, anything, location, something like that. Okay, that's fine. That's not an issue. You can also change the name here or you can make it same. That's not an issue, right? Now, which is fine. I'm gonna change this here also, right? Because now we have the value this dot color. So is, and I'm gonna write here this dot color. That's it. And here I'm gonna write Kolkata plus this dot location. Here we go. Now what I'm gonna do is that the same thing, let it be same. I'm gonna save it. So I'm gonna refresh it. All right. So the error is very obvious. This is my mistake. So this is has to be a string value. So uh, how can I miss this? So this will be under string because this is to string variable, right? Like color and address, this would be string variable. So if I refresh it, now see nothing has changed actually. Okay, that this is located as Kolkata. Twice I have written Kolkata actually. So all right. So I'm going to refresh it. Now there's a very important thing you can see. Now for the house one, the color of the house is coming as red. This dot color, we have passed the color red and Kolkata. This is the house one part, which is coming absolutely fine. Now for this is, now here you can see this is from house two. So maybe what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna make, okay, so I'm gonna separate this. So this is from house two. So maybe I'm gonna write it down so that it become easy for you. So this is for house 2. Yeah. Now it looks better, understandable clearly, right? Okay. Now for house 2, it won't work because we have declared this house property method that we call for house 1 object only. We didn't call it from house 2. Now you would see the beauty of the class and objects. Now what I'm going to do is that for the house 2, this time I'm going to change the color. So I will call the same method, but I'm going to provide different color. Definitely, the two different building has two different color and address also. So here I'm gonna write blue, maybe blue house, and here I'm gonna type maybe Mumbai. Okay. Now you would see the magic. Okay. So I need to change it here 1 to 2. So here we go. So now if I refresh it, you see for the house one, it's red and located Kolkata. House two is the blue color and located at Mumbai. So you see the power of class and object. So I have created a single template from which I have created two different house. This is a house template or the blueprint of the house. I have created number one house and number two house. And for number one house, I have put a different value like the color is red and it is located in Kolkata, and a house two, I have made the color blue and I have located in Mumbai, but I have used the same class. So now you see how powerful the class is, right? So you can create as many objects you want. Now, one very important thing I'm going to tell you, that is the constructor. So constructor is nothing but it's also a method, but it's a special method. So whenever you declare, now here I'm declaring an object house one equal to new house, right? Now I'm going to tell you the importance of this new keyword. So whenever you declare as a new keyword, you can see it is already saying constructor house. So that means it's nothing but whenever you create an object using the new keyword, JavaScript automatically creates a constructor. Okay, so if I now write on it, you can see constructor house is automatically created. And why it is being created and what's the importance of it, right? Now, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create the constructor. So you can directly define constructor like this, and that's it. And it's simply like other method like house color, house address, and house property, right? Now I'm going to tell you the benefits of it. So the benefits can be, so maybe I don't want to use this house property at the moment. So I'm going to make it as comment. And here inside of constructor, directly I can mention this. So I'm gonna do the same thing, color, address, right? Not the house address, just the address. And here inside of it, what I'm gonna do is that same thing I'm gonna do. There is a this dot color equal to color, okay? And this dot location equal to location. It's gonna be address, sorry. Same like that. Now, again, I'm telling one important thing. This constructor method that we are working on. So whenever we said let house one equal to new house, whenever you mention the new keyword, that means that already a constructor. So if you don't mention, so previously we didn't mention the constructor, right? But it automatically creates a constructor for the club house. Now the benefits of it, so as it is creating whenever we are declaring the object, so that means directly we can access the properties. Now you may ask me, Pritam, what is the other benefits of using it? The other benefits would be directly, first I can directly access it from here. So let me pass the value. So red maybe, and okay, again I need to pass it as a string red, and then for the house one it would be Kolkata. Okay, or maybe at this time I'm gonna change to Chennai, or maybe I'm gonna change to green here. Okay, I can do that. Now first I'm gonna save it, and I don't need to call for the house 2 or 1. I don't need to call this property anymore. So I'm gonna make it comment for the house 1 as well, because we already mentioned in the constructor. So we don't need to call additional property, and we have also made it blurred. So now let's see, I'm gonna refresh it. So you see for the house 1 it is updated to green and Chennai. We didn't need this function, we directly use the constructor. But for the house 2 we didn't mention anything, so it is showing as undefined. Now again I can mention here, like, I don't know, YOLO maybe. And it is located in Bangalore. Okay, gonna save it and refresh it. You see, for the house 2 now it has become YOLO and Bangalore. So directly I'm accessing house 1 and house 2 from here. I'm not calling any method. It is not required because of this constructor function. Now this color and the location is the property of the house, right? Now I can directly access it without calling any function. You see, if I just type log here, what I need to print is that is the house 1 dot color. Maybe I want to see that. What is the color of the house 1? You see, it is coming as green. So directly I can also, so I can access the property, and also I can access the method. So I can access the house color, home address, and also the properties that is mentioned with the keyword this. Now, this concept, whatever we have discussed right now, the methods, the properties, class, objects, this all will be same when we will see different ServiceNow class. Like for an example, glide record, glide system, glide edges. Also, these are called as API that we would discuss in the ServiceNow development video that's gonna come in the next week. But what I'm trying to say is that this glide record is the name of a class. So in ServiceNow, we don't declare the class and use it, define the method, and initialize the properties. We don't do like that. Class is already being created by some ServiceNow developer. All we do is that we create the object. Like this line is gonna be very, very important in ServiceNow also. We create the object, which is the house one here. So we create the object for the glide record also, and then we use different methods and the properties which is there inside of the class glide record. So what all I'm trying to say is that the class or the API that we are going to use inside of ServiceNow development, that is being structured in this way only. Not in this simple way, but yeah, definitely. I mean, what I'm trying to say is that they also have a constructor, also have a method, and they also have a property. And you, based on your requirements, you see in the ServiceNow development, we are going to use different method of glide record, like for an example, add query method, okay, has next method. So many methods are there we are going to use, and also we are going to use a lot different properties of glide record. That's why I said this class and the objects, these things are gonna help you a lot understanding ServiceNow development. I know this video is quite long, but trust me, each and every part of it is very, very important. We can directly pass array also here, and we can print the array. We can do a lot of stuff with the array. So how we can deal with array inside of class, this thing I'm going to show you in the member special video, where we are doing the coding exercise. So I will do an exercise with this. We'll continue with the house class, and we will do a lot more things, or we will implement a lot more things there, right? Okay, so if you want to see that, or if you want to practice on that, join my channel and join the exercise. Okay, so this is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed and you learned a very, very powerful things in JavaScript, is the class and objects. There are so many other topics that's gonna discuss, but after this video, after this is completed, I'm going to jump into the ServiceNow development. After this knowledge and idea, the ServiceNow development would be the perfect way to start. Okay, so again, I'm gonna tell you, watch all the videos that I've posted, understand the concepts, understand how it is being worked. Also, I'm gonna post more videos in this playlist, but for the time being, this playlist will be stopped and I'll start a new playlist for ServiceNow developer. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Hit the like button and also let me know in the comment. And don't forget to share this video with your friends and subscribe my channel. See you. Bye bye. Take care.